Hello. Good morning, all. Am I audible?
నిన్న బిజీ అయిందండి ఉన్నాక ఎవరు కుమారా ఏం చేస్తారా నేను చవగా వస్తున్నారు ఒక రెండు మూడు అదే నైట్ షిఫ్ట్ అయితే నైట్ షిఫ్ట్ అయితే కళ్ళు రా అంటున్నాను ఒకరోజే అవుతుంది కదా నైట్ షిఫ్ట్ సర్లే
So if I'm audible, please raise your hands.
జనరల్ షిఫ్ట్ పడాలి
Yeah, thank you.
మళ్ళీ కాల్ చేస్తాను
Okay. So we'll just wait for a few minutes. Let others to join. A few minutes.
ఫోన్ ఏం లేదు ఎక్కడ ఉన్నా ఎక్కడ నా 10 గంటలకి
This you need to keep telling me. Yeah. Okay, we will proceed. So a very good morning to everyone. So myself, Adnan, working as a Salesforce developer in MNC, right? So my total years of experience is 11 years. In that I have worked as a project engineer in Wipro Technologies. And then I shifted my career towards an academics. That is, I have worked as a professor in the major computer science and engineering in Chennai. And next, currently, I'm associated with the Salesforce technologies. I'm working as a Salesforce developer, and I have 3 years of experience in the Salesforce developer. So the main intention of this workshop is in order to make you to understand and in order to make you to future-proof your career with the Salesforce. So basically, what is Salesforce here is, The Salesforce is a cloud-based customer relationship management. So in case if we are moving on to the cloud-based in the sense where we will pay according to we use, that is pay as we go is the tagline for the is the tagline for the cloud. Okay, so now based on this only, we'll be working on this customer relationship management. So where I will be having a relation with the customer so that the customer details and other informations I can able to handle, and I can able to store, I can able to update everything, I can able to perform in a single instance. So that is the main thing of the Salesforce. Okay, and this is not the session to introduce to give an introduction about the Salesforce, how the Salesforce works. So this session is about how you can make your future career with your Salesforce.com. So that is the main intention of this workshop. Okay, and we are going to learn how the Salesforce will help our future career. Okay, that is, if it is a future career, then it will be basically we need to have a very good environment to work, and the foremost thing is about to have a very sophisticated life. So those things when you are doing on with the Salesforce, it will give. Okay, let me move on to the next thing. Okay, so the first thing is why this enterprises, all the enterprises, it loves to work in the Salesforce, and why they are using this CRM. So the first is they will be having an increase in the sales revenue. So if in a form of a Flipkart or a Meesho or any other products, if we are buying a product in their website only, they will get the revenue. So how I can increase this sales revenue? So this Salesforce gives plus 25% of the increase in the sales revenue. And it will be converting a lead, the prospective customer to a lead customer. So 32% increase in the lead conversation rate. It is given by the Salesforce. And the next 56% of the deployment state. Deployment status, that is deploying from one environment to the another environment. So those things we'll be discussing in the course. So just, and 34% in the customer satisfaction. If the customer is satisfied with our business product, then he will automatically come to us and he will automatically get our products, right? So this 34% are there. So 27% in the sales revenue they will be giving, and 32% in the lead conversation, that is from the prospective customers to a normal customers. Then 34% in the customer satisfaction. So these many things has been given over there, right? So this by this terms only, this enterprise, they are using the Salesforce. Even though you might got an information that Salesforce has increased its price, etc. But even though many of the enterprises, they are moving on with the Salesforce applications, because to work with the Salesforce, in order to make many customization, it is very, very, very simple. And you guys know about that now. Zogo CRM is coming in the front when compared to the Salesforce. Let it be. But Salesforce integration part and the Salesforce customization, no CRM will give normally. Has cloned the YouTube with the YouTube API. He has cloned the YouTube with the YouTube API with the help of this Salesforce CRM. See, no other CRM does this actually. So this CRM is allowing the users to use the API and build on its own. So this many things has been used over there. Okay. So now this from this only, the enterprise, it is allowing the Salesforce in order to get their more customer satisfaction, more lead conversion, etc. Next is, okay. Now, what are the benefits that I will get in learning this Salesforce.com? Because this is the main thing that we need to do. What are the benefits I will get? So the first is the career opportunities. In this career opportunities, you might see many different career opportunities in the Salesforce. It is not that if you need to have the Salesforce skills, you need to have a prerequisite to learn the Salesforce, like Java, you need to know, or a C program or a C++ program. Those things, not like that. Okay, so you can start your career with the Salesforce skills, and you can explore the different job roles are available in the Salesforce. If you are very good in the coding, then you can move on with the developer. If you are very good in communication, then you can move on to the consultant. If you are very good in the admin parts, that is the access things is very good, then I can move on to an administrator. Or even though you can start your own business with the Salesforce consulting business. Right. So everything can be done by using this salesforce.com career opportunities. And the exceptions here is you might not need to have a very good knowledge in the program, or you might not need a very good prerequisite to do on with the salesforce.com. Nothing like that. It's very, very simple because it is just a drag and drop over there. And the code, if you need, no, I need this in my own customization, I'm not going to use with the salesforce.com, then you can move on with the developer part. Then it is up to you. It is not that you need to work with this customization each and every time. If you are okay with the configuration, you can move on with that. Otherwise, you can move on with the customization part. And the next is high demand. So there are around 150,000 all over the global. They are using this Salesforce CRM. I'm just giving a rough figure for this, but there are more demand for the Salesforce as well as in this year, as well as in the upcoming years also. And the Salesforce expertise, there are numerous career opportunities regarding to the Salesforce. And organizations, they are asking for the Salesforce professionals who have a very good knowledge in the Salesforce, who is a trained professionals, right? So there is a very high demand. You can see me as an example. So why I left my academics job, then I came to the Salesforce technology because of the career opportunities. And the next is our own interest. We'll be having a very good salary here, right? Competitive salaries and the benefits that we will be making in our career path. So those things make us the Salesforce.com very worth in our career. So that is the main thing. So these three are the main important things that the Salesforce will be working on, and we'll be working on in the Salesforce in order to get a very high salary as well as in demand. Next. See, there are different, as I mentioned before, there are different job roles that is related to the Salesforce. It starts with the administrator, then it will do on to the developer, then it move on to the consultant actually. So this administrator is responsible for managing and he is responsible for configuring the Salesforce and everything you'll be doing here. And the developer, he'll be working something, he'll be developing some codes. And the consultant is how to optimize. He will be improving this business process. He will be asking the client, yeah, you can move on with this Salesforce. Salesforce provides this, etc. So recently also we have did a project for the Tanishq. The Tanishq is using this CRM. So there they doesn't need any customization part. That is, they need only the configuration. That is, they doesn't need any website or any other thing. They just need the org for their own use. And from that org, they will enter all those details and they will make the custom. And you might also get some messages from the Tanishq or any other thing like Flipkart or any other shopping malls like Shoppers Stop, anything. So you'll be getting a message, right? So we have launched a new product, so you can able to get this offer, etc. So how this messages has been sent? It is by using the CRM. In order to get these, they get those customers in their mold. So they'll be sending these type of the messages. Okay, so let me show you one thing about the Salesforce career opportunities. So if I am mentioning these things, right, you might not able to get. See here, Salesforce to create 4.2 million jobs globally by 2024. Are you ready for rewarding career? So it is by the National Skills Network. So who will be mentioning all those details about this? Who will be mentioning all those details about how the working environment will be? How will be the job environment, right? So here, as per the report, the Salesforce is expected to create a 4.2 million jobs globally by 2024. And in India, so we'll talk alone in India. In India, the company aims to create 548 direct jobs by 2024. So there are different professional services, there are different industries who are using the Salesforce.com because Salesforce is a software, right? So that software will be making us to make a worth of this customer relationship management. And see, in the CRM market, Salesforce alone itself takes around 20%. So you just need to think how big the Salesforce will be, right? So the market strategy, the collaboration, the development, how it has. So everything will be in the Salesforce, right? So the job market is also high in the Salesforce.com. Okay. So, and the jobs globally by the 2024, how many jobs it will be going to create. So everything will be there actually. Okay. And the next thing you can see, there is a demand, that is an increased demand for the services as well as the certifications. So if you are get a knowledge on the Salesforce, right, you can just move on to the certification part also. So that certification part, there is a certification from the entry level to the senior level also. And I will also say how to kickstart your career as a fresher and how to change your career from an experienced person. That is not that from one domain you can't change it to another domain. So we can able to move from one domain to other domain also. There is nothing wrong in that. There is no prerequisite. Okay. There are different products for the Salesforce, like Sales Cloud is there, Service Cloud is there, Marketing Cloud, right? Many different clouds are there for this. And it has been used by both the, it has been used by both the profit as well as the non-profit organizations. So everyone are using the Salesforce because of the demand. Right. So let me complete this and let me show you all those things. Now, you might ask us a question. So now it will be in demand by this year or by the next year. What about my career? I need to search. I need to think about all those 4 years or 5 years or 10 years. How will be the career of the Salesforce? So Salesforce is considered to be the customer acquisition, but it is 5 to 25 times more expensive. That I'm not saying that it is not expensive and we can't able to do that. It is 5 to 25 times more expensive when compared to the existing ones. But the attraction that is given by the customers towards the Salesforce makes the professionals 5% hike in the customer retention and 25% profit for their business. See how much give it is giving. There are around 2,700 plus applications. We can create applications and we can able to post it. So like we have the Play Store, right? And in the same way, we will be having a app exchange in the Salesforce where we can create our own apps and we can able to place our apps in that app exchange. And it is sharing about 20% of market share each year. And the main thing here is the job opportunities, how the job opportunities will be. 80% of the job opportunities will be there. So it is increasing. It is not 80% plus 80%. It is increasing day by day. And there are 3 million customers who are using this Salesforce and they have installed. And you can see the customers rate 1,50,000 plus, it is increasing. That is 1,50,000 plus in the sense, customer in the sense the business customers who are using. For an example, Tanishq is a customer, then PDW is a customer, then Adidas is a customer, L'Oreal Paris is a customer, Air India is a customer. There are different customers who are using this Salesforce.com because of the high demand of the Salesforce. Because of the high demand. Right? So whether this job ratio will be the same. So I have just taken out this jobs, everything from the National Skills Registry, where we can able to, they will be updating about how the job role will be for this particular thing, etc. I'm not going to discuss about the other CRMs because Salesforce will be at the top and it will be at the demand for the next 10 to 15 years. That I'm damn sure because of this user interface, their integration process, etc. Right? And next thing. So why the Salesforce is at the top every time? So because of the differences between a traditional CRM as well as the Salesforce CRM. So this that is I have handling this course in Naresh. So this many might have know this, but those who are new, I am just saying about this, why the Salesforce CRM is at the top in compared to the other CRMs. The Salesforce is the on-demand CRM. That is, we need not to install anything. We need not to work on with anything. We just need a browser and a very good internet. That will be fine for working on the Salesforce. So when you are comparing with the traditional CRM, you can see that when I'm starting a business, okay, I have idea to start a business. So for that business, you need to set up a hardware Then for that hardware, you need to install some softwares for that. Then next, you need to define the user access. So buying a hardware is not a very small deal, right? It might be some crores to lakhs, sorry, from lakhs to crores. I need to move on in this way. And next, I need to install the particular software for that hardware in which I need to work. For installing the software also, I can't able to give any pirated versions. I need to get a licensed version. Like if I need to install any Microsoft applications for that, if I need to install any Microsoft applications for that, I need to install a software over there. For that, I need to buy that software. Again, it is very costly. Then after doing all those things, okay, I bought the hardware and then I have installed any software over there. Next, I need to define the user access for that. Who can access the user? Who will be the user to access that? And I need to set up the analytics in the sense at the end, if user is accessing, I need to set up the analytics. Who will be the manager? Manager can access the data of the subordinates, and subordinates whether he can access other data or not. Everything I need to present here because I need to do all those sort of things. And I need a third party that is to work on all those things. I need to pay for them, etc. Then after completing all those things, I need to impose the security purpose. So in the security purpose, you will be in the security purpose, you need to build the security. So who can access the others' data? Whether he can access my data or the higher officials can access my own data, everything I need to write the code, I need to do everything. So these applications can run on a desktop application. But when I am starting to work on a phone application, these applications will not be accessible. So what I need to do, I need to make it mobile phone application. So mobile phone application in the sense mobility in the sense when I'm moving on from one area to other area, that is you are moving, right? So in the technical terms, it is mentioned as the mobility, that is moving from one place to another. So the mobile phone recently in the previous days, they will be calling it as a mobility phone. As the days goes, it went to the mobile phone. Right? So I can access wherever I need. So those things I need to do. Then I need to build an application. Then I need to deploy that application. So these many things I need to practice in a legacy CRM. That is the traditional systems. That is known as a legacy CRM, which is also called as a traditional systems. So these many things I need to follow. It makes very big time. Right? So in order to complete a project, a customer or any other any other company, what they will think is they will think that their work should be completed within a small span of time. But when they are using a traditional system or a legacy system, it will take around some 8 months to 9 months to complete. So with my experience, I have worked on a Siebel CRM, right? For a Siebel CRM, for developing a particular object to store some data, it will take for me to develop it for 30 minutes to 40 minutes. But in case of a Salesforce, where I'm working currently now, it takes around 2 minutes of time. So you need to define what are this object you need and what you are going to store. So those things you can do here. So the basic idea, if you are moving on to the Salesforce, so you can just see the idea, you can move on to the Salesforce for building an application. Then you can deploy that app on the Salesforce. So very interesting it will be, and your job can be completed within 2 to 3 months. Because everything, as whatever we are working on in the IT, they are moving on with the agile methodology. So agile methodology in the sense rapid, because as a customer, we need not want to wait in order to do our work. So that everything is moving on to the agile methodology. So this agile methodology is followed in the Salesforce, and here no need of installation, no need to do anything, no need of any third-party applications to work over there. Just a browser as well as an internet, right? That will be making it fine. Okay, so this is a normal difference between a legacy CRM and a traditional CRM. So that makes the Salesforce CRM is always on the top when compared to the others. Next. So now the certifications, let me talk about this later. So as I said, according to the recent reports, growing demand for the Salesforce.com professionals, according to the recent reports by the Salesforce ecosystem and as well as by the National Skills Registry, NSR, it is expected to create 4.2 million new jobs by the year of 2024. Right. If you are joining by this time, so next, in the year of 2023, so it will be around the 75 months of time to complete the admin as well as the development. So if you are completing the admin as well as in development, right? So you might enter into the salesforce.com professionals. So in the salesforce.com professionals, you can start your career with your Salesforce and you can get everything done. That is, you will be getting a sophisticated life. Initially, you can't able to get a very this package, right? So you can able to get this 4.2 million jobs. This is a very high range. So you might not get at least one job here. So, and I will show you one thing about the salesforce.com professional jobs salary in a normal Salesforce in India. Okay, when you are moving on to this salesforce.com, right? When you are moving on to the salesforce.com, your starting career will be associate technical support engineer. I'm saying about the Salesforce. In the Salesforce, we'll be having the associate technical support engineer. So you can see the salary range for the associate technical support engineer. So the average salary range of associate technical support engineer is 13.5 LP in the Salesforce. When you are kickstarting your career as a Salesforce in India for associate technical support engineer. So the salary ranges from 11 lakhs to 16 lakhs per annum. And you might get, that is the average salary will be 13.5. And this salary will be based on the range that how you perform in the interview process, right? As a 1 years of experience, you can apply for this associate technical support engineer in the Salesforce itself. And it is not that every time this job openings will be there in the Salesforce 24/7 and for the n number of years. This technical support engineer will be there. If you want to kickstart your career directly with the Salesforce, you can able to apply for the job with a minimum of 1 year of experience. Now, how I can able to get this experience? So we can see about that. So your future growth as a Salesforce developer. So, okay, next. How to jumpstart your career as a fresher. So if I'm a fresher, I'm a recent passed out, or I need to start my career as a Salesforce, you can able to do. So first you need to join the Salesforce in any company or any small startup. See, I just started to work on the Salesforce with a very small startup where I learned the Salesforce CRM. So how the Salesforce CRM is normally working, I have just got trained in both the admin as well as the developer. Next, you need to get some experience, because whenever you are working over there, we need to get some experience and we need to enhance our skills. How we can enhance our skills? We can get some projects. Okay, we can, there are a number of projects available. We can get some projects over there and we can work on those projects. We can get some idea, that is the practical experience will acquire more knowledge too. Then after that, you need to acquire these certifications. So this certification is again very, very important. Right? As when you need to kickstart your career as a fresher, you can just start your certification like an associate Salesforce, which will be around $70. So you need to pay around some 6,000 to 7,000 of that. Then after that, you can apply for the jobs. So this certification is not mandatory everywhere. Okay, this certification is not mandatory everywhere, that I need to have the certification, then only I can able to proceed. It is not like that. Okay, so it is based on the job descriptions that you apply. In some of the concerns, they will ask, they will inform that if you have a certification, it will be an added advantage for you. They won't say that only certificates can able to apply for a job. It will be an added advantage when compared to the other, right? So those things you can able to do. So this will be your jumpstart your career as a fresher. So when I'm a fresher, I need to jumpstart my career in the Salesforce. I can able to do this. So you need to join any Salesforce as a fresher in any startup. Then you need to get some experience over there. Then you need to enhance. This is very important. Third point is very important, to enhance your skills. And then you need to acquire any certifications. So for a fresher, the associate certification is very, very common. And it is around some 6,000. So it will be very simple. Right? And you need to apply for the jobs. And again, I'm saying this certification is not mandatory. If you can able to afford that, then you can able to proceed. Otherwise, it is not necessary. After joining, you can able to acquire these certifications. So these things you can able to do as a fresher. The next, if you are an immediate, intermediate, or experienced professional. Okay, if I am an intermediate, I'm an experienced professional. Now I need to switch my career, as the example as me. Now you can upgrade your career. So you need to supercharge your profile, right? How we can change my profile? You need to work on the custom applications. And you need to join hands with the non-profit organizations. In the non-profit organizations, you won't be getting any, any much amount. You need to just work over there, and you can able to develop some knowledge on the Salesforce. Okay. And the next is you need to start your career as a freelancer. So if you are starting your career as a freelancer, right? So when you will be getting an idea about the Salesforce and the career opportunities will be having, right? So here you can uplift your career immediately when you are working on all those things, because whenever you are moving on to any job, the experience matters a lot here. They'll be asking on what experience you have worked on, how much years of experience you have, right? What are the projects you have worked on? So those things we are able to deliver. So since that is one of the session that is going on in the evening, you can able to join that, and you can able to understand what actually we are doing over here. Right. So if you are a fresher or if you are an experienced candidate, now I need to able to switch, but I doesn't have any idea on that. You can able to join that and session, and you can able to see what is the over there, because the syllabus or the course has been framed in such a way that you need to start from the scratch. Right. You need to know the Salesforce basics, how the Salesforce normally works. What are the different topics in there? And I'm the one who is taking the interview in my organization. I know what are the questions that will be posted by the interviewer for 1 year of experience or a 2 year of experience. So after completing the course, I'm damn sure that you can able to clear an interview for a 2 years of experience. 2 years of experience, the professionals can, if you are mentioning as 2 years of experience, you can able to clear that interview, because that much level of understanding they will be providing in the session for you. Okay, you need not to worry about those things. And about the interview part of the questions, both in the admin as well as the developer. And please be clear that I doesn't need administrator. I just want to start my career as a developer. Yes, you can, but you need to have a knowledge on the administrator. If you're applying for a developer also, the questions will not be posted only from the developer. They will start the questions from the administrator point of view. From the administrator only, your questions will be passed on to the development side. Okay, please be very clear in this. Now, let me move on to this. So what is the future growth of a Salesforce professional, that is, or a Salesforce developer? Okay, and the Salesforce development role needs someone who is good at the Salesforce admin and also do coding and the object-oriented program. So that's what we are going to do here. So it is not that you need not to be expert, but the basics of the languages you need to. So, but here we are just starting from the basics. So you need not to worry about. This is just a career growth as a Salesforce developer. Next, how I can enhance my career growth. So advanced topics you can able to learn. See here now Salesforce has been integrated with MuleSoft. Now Salesforce has been integrated with some other things. So where we can able to develop our career, because when in IT, when you need to start working on with an IT, anything, if you need to work as a Java developer or AWS, anything, you need to develop, update your knowledge yourself, because technology will not be constant every time. It might change. It might change. See, recently AI also came into the picture. So most of them now AI came to the picture. There won't be any job role. Every jobs will be vanished by this AI. No, not like that. When AI comes into the picture, your job role will be changed, but your job will not be taken away, because AI is just an artificial. It can't able to think of its own. It can't able to work on its own. We need to give the input. Based on the input only, the AI will start working. That for that input, we need to work over that. See, the person who is giving the inputs for this AI, and if he is getting some outputs from that, that person is known as the prompt engineer, they will say. So you can just check in the Google, what is the salary of a prompt engineer, right? Who will be giving the inputs to an AI? So those things are integrated with the Salesforce. The Salesforce got integrated with the AI. The Salesforce got integrated with the Meta, which is in WhatsApp. The Salesforce got integrated with the MuleSoft. Everything is done over there. Every integration part is running over there in order to get more idea about the Salesforce and more job roles. And it is not that only I'll be working in some of the offices. No, Salesforce has been used by many things. Hospital, then it is used by all the companies who is dealing with the customer, because without customer there won't be any company, right? All the companies who is dealing with this customer, they are using the Salesforce CRM because of its higher demand in the user interface. It makes the customer ease of use. If you just move on with your Air India, the Air India has been created by the Salesforce CRM with an community cloud. So again, it is very simple for the customers. The UI, everything has been in a very much digital experience, which is done by the Salesforce. So let me show you. And there are different certifications. See here, Salesforce Certified Administrator, Platform App Builder. There are around 40 certifications in the Salesforce. It is not that you need to do this 40 certifications when you work on the Salesforce. This certifications is a global, it will make you that you are a global certified professional in the Salesforce. Global certified, and you will be recognized all over. So for that purpose only, we will be moving on with the Salesforce. And there is no entry level prerequisite for the certifications like the mid level, senior level. It is the amount of experience that you have. What is the amount of experience I'll be having here? Those things will work out. Nothing. So there they will be classifying the certifications. This is entry level, this is mid level, this is a senior level. Right? Why? In order to make you a global certified professional. So when you are started to work on with any concern, right, you need not to worry about the certification cost, because that concern will make you to do the certifications and they will pay for your certifications. And you can just see the list of companies that they are using. See, in the e-commerce, Paytm, Flipkart, Snapdeal, they are using this CRM. Then in the travels, Go, Ibo, Make My Trip, they are using the Salesforce CRM. And it is not that there are around 150K companies. They are using the Salesforce CRM. Cisco, Motorola, mining equipment. See, in every industry, that is in the steel industry, in the health cloud, then in the manufacturing part, in the automobile, everywhere the Salesforce CRM has been used. So that's why the Salesforce CRM is at the top of everything. Okay. And the next thing is, see, we will be getting a digital experience by using the Salesforce Lightning, which is an LWC component. So this LWC component, there are more demand for this LWC developers recently. More and more demands are for the LWC developer. So we are giving that. And again, it is not that I doesn't have any knowledge on this LWC. No need to worry. We are there to start from the scratch. We'll be giving some small use cases every day. And in order to make you understand more about the Salesforce, you will be getting more knowledge on that. That is real-time scenarios, real-time projects, mini projects, everything. Okay. So there are many organizations who are investing in the Salesforce to shift from IT to cloud and the cloud. Because CRM is performing greatly in all those sectors. They are moving from the IT environment to the CRM, because they are moving from one to the other in order to make more knowledge, in order to have more shifting purposes, investing. Everything is done here. So the next is, so how you can enhance your future-proof career with your Salesforce. What are the tips I can able to give? So first is the networking. If you have a very good networking over there, you can able to get very good insights and you can able to get knowledge about what are the openings are there in the Salesforce. But here we will be giving you the link over there in order to apply. If there is any internship programs over there, you can able to apply as a fresher, or as an experienced, you can able to work directly as a Salesforce professionals with your experience that you can able to do. Then about the continuous learning. So you need to, that is when you're working on with any IT concerns or any other thing, right? You need to have a continuous updation in your knowledge. That is about the best practices. Please wait just a minute. Okay. So here you can able to continuously learn by using the trial environment. So Trilad is just a very fun environment where we can able to learn with the gamified applications. So here you'll be getting a points, you'll be getting a badge. So based on the points and the badge, you'll be getting a swags from the Salesforce. So that will be very funny over there in order to learn. It is not that do this, do that, etc. It will be a step-by-step approach where easily you can able to understand without a technical knowledge surrounded by you. So that you can able to do easily in this continuous knowledge environment. Okay, which is done by the Trilad. And next, there are many different documentations in order to make you to understand. See here, recently Salesforce came with a new industrial concept, which is known as a Salesforce velocity. So for the Salesforce velocity, when it is coming new into the picture, they'll be giving some events. So Salesforce works on this, but they'll be using a documentation. From the documentation, we can easily understand how the Salesforce works. And we can able to work on this doc because I have studied the Salesforce from the documentation. It is clearly given step by step how the Salesforce will be normally working, how the things can be achieved by using this velocity or any other tool that is used. You can able to do with this continuous learning environment. I'm damn sure that if you are moving on with the IT, it is the need that you need to update your knowledge currently, right? Then next, real world experiences. You can gain the real world experiences by volunteering for some Salesforce projects. There will be many different things people are posting. If you're joining that, we'll be sharing that link also where people will be posting. I'm just working on the project. I need some volunteers to work with me. So in fact, the starting, you should not think about how much the salary or how much the profit I will be getting over there. You need to think about how much the knowledge that you are going to gain. That will make you to shine a lot in the future. It is for the freshers. For the experience, no need to worry about that because as you have an experience, will be directly provided and you'll be directly placed on open source projects for your professional skills and for your personal projects. Right. So this real-time experiences you can able to get by working on the projects, because when you work on the projects only, you can able to crack any sort of interviews. And that professional we are going to give here, that sort of the experiences, how it will be working over there, what sort of the informations you will be getting here, everything we'll be providing here. All right, what are the questions that will be posted by the interviewer? Everything we can get by using this real world experience. You can able to tackle, you can able to handle anything. Okay, and next I need to show you one thing. See the communities or the CRM, how much servicing this CRM is providing. So the analytics in the sense I can able to create a report. I can optimize everything. It's automation here. You need not do at the back. You can do the configuration over there, and that configuration will work efficiently. So that you can able to do here. Very simple approaches, just drag and drop element. And based on your requirement, you can just write your formulas. Right, that is that you will be training over there when it needs to be updated, when it's not need to be updated, everything. In any product dates or in any Meesho or in Amazon. So when a product is going to end, it will be mentioning hurry, limited product stocks. I'm sorry, limited products available or limited stocks available, and it is out of stock. It is all done by using the automation. So that automation process can be carried out in the CRM. It is very, very simple. And there are different types of the CRM, operational CRM, analytical CRM, collaborative CRM. All the CRMs is combined into the one CRM, which is known as the Salesforce CRM. That's why the Salesforce CRM is at the top. So if you move on to the any CRM, right? If you are moving on to any other CRM, it will be just analytical CRM where you can able to collect the data and you can able to provide a visualization part over there. That thing only you can able to do here in the analytical CRM. But in the Salesforce, you can do many different operations. You can work on the sales. You can concentrate on the service. You can concentrate on the marketing of your product. You can concentrate how to increase my revenue. Everything will come under the Salesforce CRM. And it is a collaborating one or more. The communication is very important in order to perform a very different enhancement. So that I can able to provide with the Salesforce CRM. So these things will be there. See, why we need to learn the Salesforce CRM? Because you can start your target with that audience in the mind, how the audience will be, how will be the user interfaces, how the user interface will be working. If you are moving on to any hotels or any other things, you'll be just seeing the ambience. First, we will see the ambience, so how the hotel will be. Then we'll be thinking about the taste of that particular hotel. In the same way, the Salesforce, right, which will be mentioned with the digital experience. What is the experience that the customer has, and how the experience has been provided to you, to the customers. So it will ask the customers in to return back to you with your digital experience, that the success stories will be having here. Many different industries have achieved this custom success stories by using the Salesforce CRM. So when their business is not being recognized by the customers, they will be moving on with the Salesforce CRM in order to make this known to every customers with the digital experience. So that much of the things has given by the Salesforce. And the trainings that is provided by the Salesforce in order to make you as a Salesforce expert by the use of the trailer, you need not to worry about things. Again, if there is any new things, again, I need to work over, again, I need to join any course. No. For initially kickstarting your career, you need to have an idea about the Salesforce. But once you got an idea about the Salesforce and any things, you can move on with your training with your trailer. Where it is a gamified learning, you need not to do anything. So everything will be given you on the spot. You can learn with the step-by-step approaches, right? It will make you to understand easily. Because when, as I said before, the market share, the Salesforce has is around 20% of the market share, and integration, it can be integrated easily with anything, but other CRMs, it can't. As I said before, see, you can make a clone of a YouTube also in the Salesforce CRM, but in other CRMs, you can't able to do that cloning at all. With an API, that will be working. You can able to do that. And the reporting tool is dynamic. If you want to make it static, you can able to. And if you want to make it dynamic, you can able to make it dynamic. The reporting tools also is very, very powerful in the Salesforce. And it will be giving a very much, more capability for your business and for your applications. So those things I can able to give with the Salesforce CRM in the comparison. So that's why the Salesforce. And the main thing is the community, the Ohana community in the Salesforce. It's culture. When you're working on the Salesforce, right, this culture will make you to work on with more. You will be getting more different community. And you can increase your community. From there, you will be getting new chances to work. Everything you can able to do here with this Ohana community. When you join in the Salesforce, right, you can able to do others. He is the founder and the CEO of the Salesforce, Mr. Mark Benioff. See, recently he was just working on an Oracle CRM. And from the Oracle CRM, he got an idea about this on-demand CRM. Then he came out from the Oracle and he has shifted towards this. Okay. Now, if you need to start your career with the Salesforce, is there any prerequisite? No, there is no prerequisite for learning the Salesforce. And anyone can learn and start using the Salesforce regardless of his background or the technical expert. Right. But however, if you have any experience about the database or any programming languages, you can start very quickly. That's it. That's the differences. Other than that, there is no differences here. Right. And we have started the session, that is evening session that is going on from the 7:30. You can also able to join in the session and you can able to see how the session is handled. Right. But if you need, no, it doesn't need the admin, you need the development, you can contact the management for that. Because one another batch, we are just going to complete the admin. You can join that batch for the development also. You can also do that thing. Right. I have a knowledge on the admin. I need to kickstart my career as a developer. You can also do that. Right. So another one batch, that is, as I said before, we are going to complete the admin. After completing the admin, we are going to start with the development part. You can also join that session. If you need only the development, I know all about the admin. I'm working as an admin, but I need the development part. You can. And here I am the one who is I'm the one who is interviewing the candidates in my MNC, right? And there I know what type of the questions they'll be asking for an experience and what type of the question they'll be asking for a fresher. So we will make you trained in that. No need to worry, because here we'll be giving some real-time projects for you to work on. That real-time projects you can able to place in your resume, and that real-time projects you can able to project that you worked on this project, and we'll be giving the mini projects to work on. That mini projects will give you more idea how you can able to answer the questions which is posted by the interviewer. Those things you can able to do. Okay, you need not to worry about all those things. Then, so these are the different technologies that we'll be working on. Okay, now let me show you one thing. What are the different topics that we'll be working on in this admin? If you are moving on to the admin, what are the different topics that you know? So first is the user management, data management, security management, and the reports and the dashboards. So this this user management, data management, security management, reports and dashboards, it's the consolidated topics in the Salesforce. But each and every topic will be having many different subtopics inside. There are many different subtopics that comes under in this admin. It is not that only 4 topics are there in this admin. There are many different subtopics. So if in case if you are working on with the user, this part will be taken care by the admin. All the 4 topics will be taken care by the admin. So you'll be managing the user, you'll be creating a profile, you'll be creating a role for that user, you'll be making the user understand how it normally works. That is known as an user management. Then if I'm moving on to the data management, how I need to secure my data, right? You can see in a Flipkart, if you log in, only your orders will be visible, other orders will not be visible, but the same UI for everyone. How it works, how it is done. Those things will come under the data management. Next, the security. How security my data is. If your Aadhaar number is known to anyone, they might get all those details of your Aadhaar, but it can't able to done because of the security feature. In that, right? How secure my data is, because my data should not be accessed by anyone. That's why there are some masked numbers also, where you will be getting only the last 4 digits visible, other digits will not be visible. Right? Everything we can do in the Salesforce. And the last is the visualization part. So what today I did, I need to make a report and I need to submit to my manager. This report you need not to enter in the Word. This report will be automatically generated by the Salesforce. And you can able to share that report to your manager and it is done. Or the manager itself can get your report if you are giving the access. See, these many, optimizations has been given by the Salesforce in order to make it user friendly. Right. And in the development, when we are moving on to the development, what are the things we'll be moving? So this Salesforce will be working on the Apex environment. Okay, it is a part of the Apex environment in the sense is here, this Apex only we will be writing the code. It is a part of the Java, right? Like a Java programming. It is not exactly Java. It is known as an object-oriented concepts. Okay, and next is the Visual Force. So you'll be learning about the Visual Force, then about the Lightning component, which is known as an LWC, then about the integrations. And added to that, I'll be just mentioning about the deployment also, how to deploy from one environment to the another environment. That we can able to do in the Salesforce. So many different topics are there. You can just see the Salesforce covers only this customization part, or the Salesforce covers only this configuration part, not like that. There are many different roles like support engineer, developer support engineer, lead consultant, Salesforce consultant, functional consultant, many different job roles and many different industry, not only single industry, many different industries are there for the Salesforce. You need not to worry about the job opportunities or any other thing in the Salesforce. That's why I switched from that academics to the Salesforce in order to have a better career opportunity. So now I'm in the Salesforce, I'm having a sophisticated life. I'm earning more and I can able to satisfy all my needs over there. So this Salesforce gives you. Okay, so these are the different information that I want to share about you of the Salesforce, how the Salesforce will be in this future environment, how it will be working. The different certifications. I have just mentioned some certifications like administrator, platform app builder, Salesforce cloud consultant. Many different certifications are there. Then it is again according to your requirement. In which you are working, you can do certifications based on that. It is not that you need to do all the certifications. Based on your role, you can do your certifications. So that will be working fine. Right? And you can just see about the differences, then about the working environment, how the Salesforce career growth will be. Just a minute, please. Okay, fine. So how the industries is making the Salesforce developer, you can, that is the main thing is you might have a sophisticated life around this, that I'm damn sure about the salary. So need not to think about the environment. Some persons will be say that no, there is no demand for the Salesforce. It is not like that at all. There are more demand. There are more demand that is coming over there for you, because we are using more number of companies are using the Salesforce, right? If more numbers of companies are using the Salesforce, there will be more demand for the Salesforce professionals every time, because they need to get the Salesforce professionals. And the customization part, the developers. And normally the developers will be getting the more package when compared to the other streams, because they are the developing, they are making the customizations, right? So those things will be getting over. You can able to work on that, right? So you can see about this job opportunities. So there are at least 20,000 jobs available in the Salesforce, which hiring is going on at the furious phase. So each and every time there is around 20,000 jobs opportunities in the India. And globally it is 4.2 million. You just think about the ratio about the 4.2 million jobs, how it will be. Right? So these things makes the Salesforce professionals very high demand. And when the demand will come, when you do yourself very better in your interview process, that I can able to guarantee. So if you want to have a demo about my session, you can join in the classes in the 7:30 p.m. You can join in the online and you can check about my skills and how far we are moving on to that. You can able to join in that and you can able to get an idea in order to join about the Salesforce. If you need to join only as a developer, that also you can able to do. You can able to join in the morning session. You can contact the management for the related things. How to kickstart your career as a developer. How I can able to work as a developer. Because in the developer, again, we are going to start from the scratch, from the basics of the programming skills. So you can able to get more around your corner, more knowledge around your corner. Use cases, the task, the assignments, mini projects, real-time projects at the last. You can able to work around your corner and you can able to enhance your skills that you can able to do here. Okay. This is all about your future proofing your career as a Salesforce. So you can able to work on anything that is about starting your career as a fresher or starting your career as your experienced professional. Anything you can able to do here. Right? How to start, how to kickstart your career. So everything for a fresher, my intention is, or my opinion is, you can just start with any small startups or a non-profit organization, gain experience, then you can move on to other MNCs. Or else you can apply to the MNCs directly, because in the Salesforce recently they have opened a link for the 2023 passed out to work as an internship in the direct Salesforce itself, in the product-based Salesforce itself. If you just work as an internship, it is not guaranteed that you'll be getting an employment over there. So if you're working as an internship, right, based on your performance, you will be converted to an employer in the Salesforce itself. that they can able to do. Okay, it is based on how you perform. In everywhere, the performance matters a lot. You can be able to make your performance, only you get a very good experience. Okay, so those things you can able to do here. So the 4.2 million jobs, these things keep in your mind in order to start your career. It is not that my own typing, it is from the industrial expert, from the National Skills Registry. If you need to work as an IT employee, you need to register yourself in the NSR. So that NSR only I have given here, National Skills Registry. Very clear it is. So all the topics what I have mentioned, it's very clear. You can able to get all those ideas. If you have any doubts, right, you can join the demo session and you can clarify your doubts over there. Right, you might got an idea now. I think so. So how the Salesforce is and how much hike the Salesforce markets gives 25% of hike in the profit. So everyone is moving on to the Salesforce. That's why the Salesforce is at the top and it will be always at the demand because of all those sort of things. Every time the market share is 20% it is offered by the Salesforce, and about the job opportunities, 80% of the job opportunities has been covered by the Salesforce. So it is very important in order to know about this. Okay, so please don't believe about all those rumors about the Salesforce and other things. There is a bright future of this for the Salesforce professionals. Okay, you can kickstart your career as a Salesforce professionals if you have an interest, and different roles over there, different developer roles, consultant role, admin role, different roles over there, and the demand and the salaries at the last we need to have a financial rewarding, right? So that the Salesforce gives you, right? Competitive salaries and the benefits that Salesforce gives. You can able to kickstart your career in that way, right? So all those things will able to make as Salesforce professionals very good in the environment. All right? Yeah. So this is all about your future proofing your career as your Salesforce.com. All right? The SFDC, which is known as Salesforce.com. Okay, hope I clarified all your queries. Right, you might got an idea about the Salesforce, how to start your career with your Salesforce. So everything you can able to do here. Okay, so thank you for joining your session. And if you have any doubts, you can contact the management for the demo sessions or for the classes. And if you need only the development part, you can also able to do. You can join with the development, the morning sessions, and you can start your career as a Salesforce developer. Okay, thank you all. Have a great day. Bye.